So, blacking season has started. No time to stand around and chat. People are on the move. Gas, coal and diesel required. They are literally queuing up for it this morning. We are very busy. Good afternoon, people, and the sunshine is out. There's a bit of warmth in it as well. It's the beginning of March, and it's also the beginning of our blacking season. And as you just saw by the time lapse of me getting Liddy pressure washed off, and yeah, now this boat's got a bit of a backstory. It's been stuck, or was stuck at its mooring for 6 years due to it getting silted in, and the owner had a bit of a battle with the authorities to get them to dredge it so that it would release the boat. And I don't really know what went on, but yeah, the long and the short of it is poor old Liddy has been stuck on a mooring for the best part of 8 years since she was out the water last. So let's have a quick walk round and see what sort of condition she's in. So this is a Coalcraft shell, not sure of the year, but we'll start on the starboard side. Now the anode has miraculously survived, and I think that's because it had 3 at one point, and because the wear was spread out over 3 different anodes, I think that's why that one has actually lasted. So the chine angle at the back here is getting a little bit low. It will last for a few more years, but it's something that the owner needs to bear in mind, that it might need a plate there. And I believe that's because this is the side that the boat has been moored onto the bank, so it's probably been rubbing on the bank somewhere. That's why this side is more worn than anywhere else. Got a bit of surface rust along the waterline, and just an awful lot of grey that the pressure washer won't take off. I don't think the boat is particularly pitted at all. I think a lot of it is just surface rust, and where the blacking has just well, there isn't any, just here on the Waterline, you can see there's a lot of surface rust. Making our way around to the bow, same again. At some point it had 3 anodes, and I think that was obviously the newest out of the 3, which is it's got a bit of meat left on it, but the owner has asked me to put no anodes on. I think he's just playing on the side of caution. If you can't get the boat back out of the water again to get it blacked in 2 years time, he just wants to make sure he's got that protection. And the chine angle at the front on the starboard side is actually is not too bad. It's got a bit of meat left on it. It'll be a while before that wears down to the weld, but like I say, it's just that point at the back. There's no dents or anything on this boat at all. It's looking good. Moving on to the port side, same story. There's 1 anode left and the other 2 are pretty much shot, and the bars want chopping off before we start doing too much on this. The old anode bars, will cut these off, make it tidy. And again, just a lot of grey and rust, surface rust on the waterline. Chine angle on this side is looking okay. It's a 10mm base plate. In fact, the base plate on this, I don't know if we can get in there, it's not bad at all. If it's been sat in silt, it seems to have survived very, very well. Outlets, nice brass ones that I like. Just no paint left. I think this is the only outlet. There's a bit of delamination going on here. We'll get a hammer on that and knock it off before we start. Maybe put a bit of rust treatment on this one as well. But that really is the only bit that has got rust rather than just surface rust. And again, the chine angle at the back on the port side, that's okay. It's getting there, but there's years more wear in that. And again, these old anode bars want chopping off. Moving around to the back, quite a lot of rust, surface rust underneath here, where the bottom band, tunnel band, has been in the water. I think we're going to raise up the blacking to cover that, so we can prep all that. It could really do with the bands at the back being repainted. I think the owner's going to do that once he gets it back on his moorings and it's been blacked. So the propeller, no nicks or chips out of that at all. It hasn't done a lot of work for a few years, has it really? And yeah, there's no play in that. Rudder cup, yes, that's got a fair bit of play in it. Serviceable, plenty of meat round it, but it has got a bit of play in that. So that really only is an issue if it annoys the owner when they're going along with it. But for actually being usable, there's nothing wrong with it. So all in all, needs a fair bit of prep. Going to take us a few hours to get this back to something that will accept some black paint. So best get the wizard wheel, get cracking. So it's starting to get there. Ground out all those bits of delaminated metal that we had on here, otherwise known as rust. Still got a way to go to get to the front. Let's see how Jane's getting on round the other side. Nice to see she started using her respirator. Obviously got some tunes going on there with the headphones. I better get on with the other side. This is what 3 weeks difference can be with the temperature of the blacking that we use. As you can see, it's coming out nice and easy for Jane, but 3 weeks ago for me, with it being that cold, it was absolutely thick and sticky. Hello, Jane.
Hi.
So, first one of the season.
Yeah.
You excited?
Oh yeah, very.
You've only got another, I don't know, 34 to do.
Only.
Would you like me to come and give you a hand?
Yes, please.
Well, I might as well show you how to do it properly. Then you can get the rest of them all right for the rest of the season.
Oh, really? I don't think so. I thought I had to show you what to do.
Quite possibly. Good morning, people. And yes, our diesel price has gone up with these little disagreements that are going on in the world. Unfortunately, it has a knock-on effect even to us. So we stayed late yesterday, got an awful lot done. First coat of blacking on, and it's gone on remarkably well considering this hasn't been blacked for 8 years. A bit of masking to go on round the back there, get a nice straight edge around the tunnel band. And the first job for me to do this morning is to get these anodes fitted. Right, let's get going. So when usually welding the anode on this side of the boat, behind there is a water tank, which is the cooling for the boat. It's called keel cooling. So I can actually weld onto this just continuously because I'm only heating up the water the other side of it. For the rest of the anodes, you really need to just tack them and just go in and keep the heat as low as you can because you don't want to disturb the insulation on the inside of the boat. So some of these older boats, this is a coal craft, have got their water tank in the front. I think I'm back past that point where I'm putting these anodes on. But again, when you're welding these on, if it's got an integral water tank, meaning that the tank's to either side of the steel for your fresh water, they're usually painted. When you're welding these on, again, you don't want to get too much heat on the inside because you bubble all the paint off. It goes rusty. And also it clogs the filters up because that paint that you've burnt off has to go somewhere and it goes down and in through the filter. So you're always trying to move around and keep the heat down when you're welding the anodes on the front as well, even though there is a water tank potentially the other side of it. So Jane, done all your work for the week then?
Yeah, I have.
Actually done some work this week then, eh?
Do you really want me to answer that on camera?
Are you a bit achy off that first one?
Yeah, just a bit.
Only got I don't know, 34 more to do.
Yeah, about that.
I'll slip a few more in there and get it up near 40 for you.
I'm sure you will.
So, what have you got today then, my lovely?
Jacket Tatey.
Jacket Tatey, and on the old cake front, we have St. Clementine cake, and that is, what was that?
I've got no idea. A yummy cake.
It was yummy. That was a,
It's got biscuit in it. Is it a brownie?
I'm sure it's a brownie. Sorry about the delay on that, I had to think. And I've got panini, ham and cheese, potato wedges. And where are we, fabulous Jane?
We are in Rebecca's Kitchen at Malcolm Farm Shop.
So if you're local, check it out. Enjoy. Good morning, people, and it's the end of the week and our first blacking job is all finished. Jane's got in there and done the second coat, and the anodes are all on. I wouldn't usually have fitted anodes with the original anode looking as good as it does there, but as I said before, the owner of this boat is a little bit concerned that they may not be able to get off their mooring again in a timely fashion. So I think he's trying to future-proof himself a little bit by fitting these anodes just in case it's a little bit more than 2 years. But I do have to say, for a boat that's been stuck in silt for 8 years, the base plate does look remarkably good. It's a 10mm base plate, but this whole debate about whether there's oxygen in the water and everything, which I'm not really going to get drawn into. I'm just here as a boatyard owner, and we undertake whatever work people want doing within reason. He obviously didn't feel the need to paint the bottom of this boat. It's a 10mm base plate, but it's really good. There is no pitting or anything down there at all. So like I say, it begs the question, if your boat is sat in mud and silt, is there any oxygen getting in there to rot the base plate? Or is it more that if your boat's sat in sort of 9 foot of water in a marina, there's plenty of oxygen there that is munching away at your base plate? I'm not so sure. Maybe some more research on this topic needs to be done, but in the meantime we're just happy to do whatever our customers want us to do. So there you go, all done. Let's get it back in the water. Okay, before we do that, I'd like to ask out to the boating community if anybody's seen this boat. It's called Mayfly, and it's been stolen. It belongs to a good friend of mine. A few years ago, I welded this flybridge onto it at the back that makes it very distinctive. So if you do see it, please report it to any of the numbers that are on screen. Thank you.